Hi, welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe and comment. Any feedback is always very welcome, and take a look at the links in my description and hopefully get to interact with you lots more. So due to my background in animal agriculture, I thought it's useful for me to share some of my knowledge and experience. So I want to do a series of shorts just looking at the probably most horrible part of what I did. So I'm going to do them in separate pieces on each animal. So today I'm looking at how cows are killed in slaughterhouses. So first of all, the equipment used. It's often euphemistically referred to as a humane killer. It's a captive bolt pistol or stun gun or bolt gun or stunner humane killer. It goes under various names, but it's not actually the piece of equipment that kills the animal. So people need to understand that. So what happens with it is it's placed on the forehead or on a soft spot on top of the head of the cow when the cow's been placed into the trap at the end of the run, and it's pressure's applied and it's shot into the skull of the animal. So the ones I used to use were the penetrating ones. So they'd go through the skull, they smash the bone and cause some part of destruction to the brain. So that is supposed to render the cow unconscious, at which point you take a long rod and the hole that you've created with the captive bolt gun, you then ram this long rod down, up and down, which basically smashes up the brain and most definitely renders the cow unconscious at that stage. And when it drops to the ground, it's pulled out of the trap and has its throat cut. So yeah, let's have a little bit of a discussion about what exactly happens with these guns. So with that penetrating one, part of the brain is always destroyed with that penetrating variety. However, there are big problems with that method, not least of which is the spread of disease, which has caused lots of people to stop using them and use a non-penetrative variety, which is pretty much like a blunt trauma to the head, which is supposed to cause unconsciousness, at which point then the cow drops and you cut the throat. That's less frequently successful in rendering the cow unconscious, so it comes with that. The problem, as I say, with the penetrating variety is it's been linked to the spread of BSE, and brain matter gets into the bloodstream. So you can imagine the potential for disease spread. So when the bolt does penetrate the skull, it damages the cerebrum and part of the cerebellum. Concussion causes an increase in cranial pressure, causing the animal to lose consciousness. It leaves the brain stem intact so that the heart continues to pump. This means the animal will die from blood loss. However, as I say, brain matter often enters the bloodstream, contaminating other tissue, and is a big contributory factor to BSE. So while the non-penetrative version is less likely to cause unconsciousness, whichever method you do, failure to adequately stun is usually due to incorrect positioning. Now, if anyone's ever seen a cow in a slaughterhouse about to be slaughtered, they're incredibly aware of their surroundings. They are, as I've mentioned in a previous video, animals respond in one of three ways: fear, or they'll tremble, shiver, try and hide, or they'll try and flee and escape, or they'll try and fight. And if you're trapped in a confined space and you're trying to do any of those three reactions to your imminent death, then it is not easy to correctly place the captive bolt gun on the cow's head. You need it to remain still, and they just don't cooperate with you in that, because why would they? Why would anyone remain still if they thought they were about to be killed? So that's pretty much it. I could go into more detail as to what happens to the cow after that, but I just wanted to look at the humane killing of each animal in turn, this one being cows. So I hope you find that informative and not too traumatic, and I'd be interested to hear any comments, so please let me know what you think.